Yo, so quick question is, can we do this for a second before 2020 comes together? Can we take the time to really just look back, and then before we make the next step, look at where we at? So, um, a lot of videos I shoot, I have an intent to put them up for other people to see, but at this current moment, I was feeling kind of vulnerable about something that happened way back. I had heard Donald Lawrence preaching and talking about how there was a hole in someone's soul and God wanted to heal that. So I went to thinking about different people and people I've been with and people I wanted to be with. And I remember being short-stopped. And as I'm getting old, I'm starting to recognize and realize that, yeah, men are about peace, but women are about friction. And in that friction, they get the chance, the opportunity to know that you are who God made you to be, and that you can walk in the faithfulness and the power and the authority that he gave you. And so they love to see that, because any woman wants to see the dominance of a man, the creator's creation, doing what he has to do in order to create for himself peace once more. So I thought, yeah, why not shoot a video and make my way in. I'm getting old, yo. I'm 32 years old and I love women, and I'm scared to talk to them. I have a moral and a religious obligation which keeps me from really talking to women. But I know I'm very chocolate, I'm tall, I'm dark, I'm handsome. If I would get my hygiene together just a little bit more, I really could be the next Casanova, or not even Casanova, my own brand of who I am. I could create the man that I wanted to be. Years and years, I wanted to be a womanizer, a pimp, a player like my brother and all the rest of my supposedly family, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, the longest portion of everything I'm saying is, looking back, it's time out for being Casanova. Even though I'm reading literature about Casanova and reading the Kama Sutra, knowing women are in every place, they're giving themselves up. And what made me really start this whole video was, at one point in time, I wanted to give myself to this one woman. And I meant it. And I said what I said, and she told me she just wanted to be my friend. And I didn't have the nuts or the gusto or the moxie to say, listen, that's cool, but what about this physical portion of me that keeps drawing towards you? And so because I didn't make that move, as I look now over my life and I see what's going on in my life, I'm able to be myself in the midst of vulnerability. And I need not to be afraid. I need not to be nervous, and if I am, I need to be able to say that. So, like I said, shooting a video about growing up, looking back before we take the next step forward. God is spirit. Those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. I've been dealing with a lot of different spirits. I've heard Michelle, I've heard Tolliver, I've heard Ronnie, I've heard plenty of people, and I also deal with spirits like, before I left Texas, I was in the jail. I was getting acquainted with Jen, and you got all of those different sorcerers and all of that type of stuff, and I've really been trying to figure that thing out, because I'm not looking for sorcery. I'm not looking for necromancy. I'm not looking for those things. Those are things that have happened to me in my life, wherein I ask myself, why is it that God would allow those who are dead to speak to me, if that's a sin? So I'm dealing with that. Something I'm fighting and battling with. Something I'm going to have to get the understanding from God for. But why not? And so as I live this life, today's first day, no cigarettes, man, or no blacks, and I'm on my way to the house where there's a box of blacks and 3 dudes. And so, you know, I'm thinking about being an overcomer. I'm thinking of how I should overcome. Now, the word says that we overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. This is how we overcame the devil. We who are God's, those who are chosen. He says also that they did not love their life unto death. Meaning what? Tribulation is coming, or is going to come, or if you're going through tribulation, you just